what's the deal with creativity and sexuality? What is the connection? Well, I truly believe that when we tap into our creativity, we're also tapping into the same root feeling that is connected to our sexuality. So I talk a lot about permission and giving ourselves permission to be creative, giving ourselves permission to show up. Well, sexuality is the same muscle, right? It is the same muscle. I'm going to use premature ejaculation or erectile dysfunction as an example. So when someone has erectile dysfunction issues or erectile issues, essentially they're overthinking, they are in their head, and a lot of the work that we do is around mindfulness. But erectile dysfunction and imposter syndrome are literally the same thing. They're literally the same thing in the sense that if you feel like this isn't for me, which is imposter syndrome, like, what am I doing? I'm not really supposed to be here. I shouldn't be showing up like this, like you second guess yourself. People with erectile issues do the same thing, essentially. It's a fear of being seen. It's a fear of being judged. And so I like to talk about creativity and sexuality in the same breath, because if you can undo all of the stories that are tangled up inside you, this trauma, you're also undoing a lot of other areas of your life as well. So also, the other thing that I teach my students is once you get on this journey of sex positivity, like, you just want to educate people, right? You become this source of information. And to not share that with people then becomes a travesty, right? It becomes in your responsibility to share. And so I think, like, as part of the work, showing up on social media, as scary as it can be, is a really important part of it for finding our voice, being able to express ourselves. And that can be any kind of social media. There's so many different kinds. Like, you can be a writer, there's Medium, there's Substack, or you can do videos. There's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. On Instagram, you can still do photo posts or carousels or reels with writing on them, like carousels with just graphics that you create. Like, there's different outlets and ways to show up. You don't have to be a talking head. You certainly don't have to be a talking head. I don't recommend that for anyone ever. But I do think that there are a lot of different ways to show up on social media and to get that message across, and finding something that works really well for you. So that's it for today. Thanks.